Kids Playground!
Hooray!
This is the Deron Harris Podcast. Here's your host, Deron Harris.
Hey, boys and girls, welcome back to the Deron Harris Podcast. I am your host, Deron Harris. Welcome back, folks. Welcome. Nah, I'm just fucking with everybody. What's up? Welcome back to the show. I'm Deron. This is the Deron Harris program. Thanks for joining me this week. This week I'm talking about privacy. What is privacy? What is privacy? Really? We humans are so very protective of our privacy, aren't we? We will fight for it. Some of us will even die for it. So, what is privacy? And why is having privacy so important to us? That's what we're talking about this week on the program. But first, I want to do a quick, fast mental health check. How was your mental health this week, folks? Hopefully it was good. Mine was pretty good. Didn't have any breakdowns. Took it easy a lot. Started meditating. Meditation is now part of the regiment on a regular basis. As a matter of fact, as soon as I'm done with my podcast today, I will sit down and meditate for a good half an hour, try to clear my mind before I take on the rest of the day. But before I do any of that, I want to send my condolences to Tina Turner's family. She passed away, I believe, yesterday. I believe she was 83. She was a queen. She did it bigger than anybody, bigger than a lot of people. Tina Turner was definitely an icon. She lived a hard life, but she persevered through that life. And through that perseverance, she was able to bring us great music for many, many decades. And I want to say that I love you, Tina Turner, and thank you for everything that you've done for music. You will be greatly missed. God bless you and Godspeed. So today I'm talking about privacy. What is privacy? Well, the dictionary says that privacy is the state of being free from being observed or disturbed by other people. Okay? Did you get that? Privacy. What is privacy? The state or condition of being free from being observed or disturbed by other people. What privacy is not is solitude, seclusion, or isolation. Don't get it mixed up. They're different. Privacy is different because, okay, say for instance, I have to pee, right? And there's 10 dudes standing around, 10 people standing around. I'm not pissing with 10 dudes around. In fact, I'm willing to bet that 9 out of 10 people wouldn't want to pee with 10 motherfuckers standing around. Unless they were all pissing on each other, but that's another podcast. We would want some privacy, or we would want to go where we could be free from being observed or disturbed by other people, right? But if I'm peeing and my wife walks in, I still consider that to be a private moment. So what does privacy mean? What does it mean to us? I had to think about that for a while. What does privacy ultimately mean? The ultimate meaning of privacy. And the one thing that I came up with was freedom. Privacy means freedom to us. What do you mean by that? Privacy means freedom to do, freedom to be absolutely anything we want to do in our natural state, in our own environment, with or without people being present. That's what I got out of it. Think about it. Have you ever been sitting at home, totally naked in the middle of the day? How does that feel? How does that feel? What did you do? How did you act? If you're like any human on the face of the earth, then you acted like you were the only human on the face of the earth. I bet you sat your naked ass down on the couch. Maybe you made yourself a sandwich. You jerked off, watched some TV, ate a bowl of Cocoa Puffs. And if you're like me, you jerked off again and went and took a nap. It really is quite liberating. Being free from embarrassment means freedom. But privacy is a lot of different things. It morphs into a few different privacy can be the catalyst for concealing things or keeping secrets from one person or many people. Things like information or the truth about a situation, which can bleed over into lying, right? And also, something about privacy. It's weird like this because you don't need privacy to share something private with someone. You can share something private with someone in a room full of people. I could whisper right in my ear, right in my wife's ear, girl, I'm going to tear that ass up tonight. I could do that in a room full of people and still have it be private. You can also include people into something that you feel is private. It's crazy. It morphs into a lot of things. So why do we need privacy? Why do we need privacy? Why do you think we need privacy? There's a few reasons I believe that we need privacy. Because, well, first, everyone is not meant to see, hear, or be a part of everything in your life. Some things are very personal to us. I know I have some things that are very personal to me. I really do. And like I said previously, a few minutes ago, it saves us from embarrassment. It really does. It saves us from being embarrassed. We need privacy because privacy also puts a limit on the power that the government has over our lives. Think about that. That's serious. Think about that. When people know too much about you, you basically give them the keys to your life, right? The more that they know, the more that they're able to control you. All the data that the government or any company like Facebook or Instagram or TikTok collects from us, that can be used to influence or manipulate us. It really can. That's crazy, right? We are so very trusting with our personal information without really realizing it. Real talk, y'all. Real talk. So trusting. Not until we had things like data breaches and information theft and identity theft and all of that shit did we realize that privacy is not only important in real life, but on the internet as well. Now there's all this two-step authentication and I'm not a robot bullshit ways of proving who we are because people have gotten so good at peeking into and affecting our private lives. That's wild. Plenty of companies companies that you know have had private information, our information, stolen from them. Some of those same companies have even sold our private information. They have sold our shit. I trusted you with that. You sold it? Come on, man. All types of companies, too. from banks to credit card companies to insurance companies, social media companies. The list is a mile long. We need to have privacy. We also need privacy because it's just respectful, man. It just really is. If someone's having a moment, right, and they aren't exactly comfortable, they're not comfortable. They may need a few minutes and some privacy to help pull themselves together. And by you recognizing this, this person's need for privacy and respecting their wishes, I mean, honestly, you're probably able to have a more trusting and respectful relationship with that person. You feel what I'm saying? We also need privacy because it can preserve your reputation. Like, for real, though. I mean, like, for real. Like, and this is how I think. Say you're like this high-profile business person or like a preacher of some sort or a government official, and you like to dress up in a diaper while some 6'4" Russian bitch beats your ass into submission and then shits on your chest in the and she wants to do that in the lobby of your office building. That's something you might want to keep private. No reason for HR to get involved here. No reason for any of that. It also creates boundaries. It does create boundaries. So, like, again, another hypothetical situation. Say you like this girl, right? And y'all went out, you had a good time out. She's come back to your house, and now she is in your bed naked. That's what I'm talking about. But you smoke crack. And you usually smoke crack alone in private because nobody knows that you smoking that shit. As a matter of fact, you want to smoke some shit right now, but you don't want to share with this bitch. Then you might need some privacy. And if you try to go to the bathroom and she wants to come with you and you say to her, you better sit your ass down, then now you have set some boundaries based on your need for a little privacy. Crazy, right? That's wild. It's not going to be a very long podcast today because it's kind of laser focused in on this. And one of the reasons I was focused in on it because my wife and I, we live in a camper. We live in an RV. We live in a Class A motorhome. And the walls aren't very thick. And sometimes in different campgrounds, we have our neighbors butted up right next to us. And when I tell you you can hear everything, you can hear everything. My wife went outside a few weeks ago and a lady asked her if we were having some problems at the house. To which my wife responded, no. There are no problems at home. We don't got no problems. What kind of problems are you talking about? Definitely not those kind of problems. So, I don't know, folks. I just don't know. There's so many ways and so many things and so many that people, Elon Musk is launching satellites. There's satellites that can spot a quarter on the ground. They can read your license plate. They can look and see what you're doing. They can zoom into your window to invade your privacy. They really can. Some people don't care about it. Some people don't give a shit about privacy. Some people are very open and they don't care. And to those people, hats off. For the most part, I'm pretty open also. I'll share with you just about anything. But like I said, there are some things that are very personal. They're very, very private to me. And I'd like to keep them private. But there are forces in the world working to make things public. Some things should be public. They really should. Some things should be public. Some things should not be private. I'm just sitting here thinking. Sometimes I wonder what people consider to be private, because it varies. What we hold, or what I hold as being private, is going to be different than what you hold as being private, or my mother holds as being private, or even my wife holds as being private. It's all going to be different. It's going to be different from person to person. And that has a lot to do and depends a lot on what the values and the morals of that particular person are. What are this person's morals? What are the values of this person? A good example of this is sex. Some people will only have sex in a closed setting with only one person, the only one person they want to have sex with, and that's it. Other people will have their whole ass out with 6 dicks in it, out on the internet. But you know what's ironic about that is those movies, those types of movies, are made in private. And the people who watch them want to keep them private. They're made in private, or they're created in private, but they are released to the public. It blew my mind, just blows my mind. Privacy is so weird. It bends, it stretches. It's so weird. I cannot put my finger on it. It's so fascinating to me. It really is the concept of privacy. It really is. I'm so overtaken by it. Like I said, this isn't going to be a long podcast today. But this is something that I think touches all of us because we're all concerned about it. We're all concerned about our privacy. That's something I know at least we're all united on. Listen, I'm going to take a quick, fast break. I'm going to go back and check and see what my wife is doing, maybe get a drink and go to the bathroom. And when I come back, we'll continue with privacy on the Darren Harris Podcast.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-931-4033. 800-931-4033. 800-931-4033.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Now, back to the Darren Harris Podcast.
Hey folks, what's up? Welcome back to the program. Today I'm talking about privacy on the show. And what is it? Why we need it? Yeah, privacy. So before the break, I was talking about what things do we consider to be private. So one thing I said was sex or acts of sex are private, but sometimes they're not private to people. So what constitutes private or privacy, or what you would need privacy for? There are some things. Maybe I have Maybe I have a medical condition. Or maybe I want to get something off my chest. That's one thing about privacy. Privacy can help you open up. It can help you open up your feelings and talk about difficult subjects. It can allow you to be candid, vulnerable. It can allow you to be honest. But you know what the crazy part about that is? Is in that same sentence, privacy can also allow you to be the complete opposite of what I just said. People use privacy to do backhanded shit, underhanded dog shit, dirty dog shit. People do in privacy. What do they say? What's the saying? I do my dirt all by my lonely. Yeah, because it's dirt. And you don't want to be seen by people doing dirty shit. Sometimes you do dirty shit with other people and you don't want to be seen doing dirty shit. Neither does that person. So you keep it private and that becomes a secret. Crazy, right? Privacy is, it's just one of those things. It's fascinating to me because there are so many veins and so many avenues of it and so many ways that it can affect our lives, so many ways that it can affect our lives and so many ways that we can affect others' privacy, like stalking. Stalking is a blatant invasion of privacy. That's crazy to know that you are somewhere oblivious and someone is watching you and has been watching you for a while. That's creepy shit. Unless you're me, and then I'm flattered because nobody stalks me. That's not true. My wife stalks me a lot, but she stalks me to do other shit like take out the fucking garbage and wash the dishes and shit like that. But that's stalking nonetheless. But even still, the fact that people do it so much that there's a term for it. Stalking. That's crazy. Ooh. I knew somebody who had a stalker, and it wasn't pleasant. She was on some face-to-face with him one time, and he tried to assault her, and she fought him off. And, yeah. That's crazy. Invasion of privacy. I take my privacy seriously, but I don't get bent out of shape. Like, for instance, we'll go back to peeing. Say if I'm peeing and somebody walks in while I'm peeing, not my wife. Like, say some guy walks in, like I'm peeing on a tree or somebody, and somebody walks around, or I'm on the highway behind my car peeing while all these other, I don't give a shit because I have to pee. I'm not going to pee on myself or in the seat of my car. So these, I don't know, 100 people or so, however many cars pass me in traffic, are going to watch me pee in these bushes over here without all that much privacy. Now, I might turn my back to hide my dick because I need at least that much privacy. But I can't be worried about you getting a glimpse of my shit. Especially if I don't know you and you zooming by me on traffic. I can't be worried about that. You got you a little, oh, that guy's got his dick out. Look at that. And that's all you get, okay? That's all you're going to get. And I'm going to get back in my car and we're never going to see each other again, ever. If I ever saw you to begin with. So that's one way it really, I don't care about privacy so much. I also don't care about privacy when I've got some shit to say to everybody. I don't keep shit private. If I got some shit to say to you, I will not keep it private. I will say it right to you because I can't hold it in. It just, my body won't let me hold shit in. It just won't let me. I will tell you in your fucking face. So, I mean, every now and then, you know, like if it's my mom or something like that, my parents, I might bite my tongue. But I don't bite my tongue for nothing. I'm not a boss, a job, none of that shit. I'll tell you, you talk some shit to me, I will talk that shit right back to you. I don't keep shit private. I don't keep me not liking a motherfucker. I don't keep that private. If I don't like you, I tell you. You're going to know at least, I mean, you're definitely going to know through my body language. That's one thing about me. I just can't hide shit. My body language, I can't hide that shit. I can't be private about, oh, I don't like such and such. Keep that private. Nah, motherfucker, I want you to know I don't like you. I don't fucking like you. Motherfucker, how about that? I don't like you. Sorry. But that's how I feel about this shit. So sometimes it just be like that. So I think that I had a thought. I think that there should be this. This is what I think. I think there should be a thing called circumstantial privacy. Circumstantial privacy? Well, Deron, what is circumstantial privacy? Funny you should ask. I'll tell you what circumstantial privacy means to me. Circumstantial privacy is this. Say, for instance, you have to pee. You know, or two people want to have romantic relations, or you want to cry about all your shortcomings, I don't know. Then yes, you may have all the privacy that you need to have. You can have all the privacy to cry your heart out, or fuck your brains out, or pee to your heart's content. You can do all of that shit. You can have all the privacy you need to do any of that stuff. Now, if you want to work for the government, if you want to run for public office, if you want to be a cop, if you want to be a Catholic priest, then we, and when I say we, I mean all Americans, all American people, not just the rich ones, not just the white ones, but all Americans need to look in your asshole every day for as long as you're in office, behind a badge or in a pulpit. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about me time. I don't give a damn about family time. I don't care if little Billy's got a soccer game. I don't give a damn if his sister has a piano recital. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. We need to outfit your ass with a body camera, a GPS ankle bracelet, and a low jack on your whole fucking life so we can see the exact moment where you try to pull some bullshit and shit on us. And then we can see that shit. We can see that shit in real time. And if we see that shit, there's an app that we could go to the app store and download where there's this button that we can push and shock the shit out your ass. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm sure there's a few categories that I've missed, but that applies to those motherfuckers as well, because that's how I feel about it. Because motherfuckers is always doing shit in private. Motherfuckers is always doing the most heinous shit in private. Motherfuckers have brought down whole civilizations of motherfuckers in private. Motherfuckers have wrecked entire families in private. Right? There needs to be some accountability. Now, I'm down for privacy. I really am. I really am. I will fight a motherfucker for some privacy. I really will. I will fight your ass. But when it comes to something like serving people, serving the masses of people, I'm sorry, man, but I think you're going to have to give up some privacies in order to keep your ass transparent. Cops got to wear body cams now. Yep. I think motherfucking politicians need to also. Every day, though. Like cops, you get off work, you go home, cool. Politicians, they on the job all the time. So if you on the job all the time, motherfucker, you got to wear this motherfucker like a medallion. And if you try to take that shit off, we shock the shit out your ass again. So we can see. So that we can see all the bullshit. All the Catholic priests that take these little boys back here. All the fucking child molesting fucking pedophiles out here. Yes, your privacy is gone. All right? And that's how I fucking feel about it. And if you got a problem with it, you can DM me, you can write me, or whatever you want to say about it. I don't give a shit. So, that's pretty much how I'm feeling about privacy today. And I think, like I said, this is going to be a short podcast. I think that might do it as far as this week's show is concerned. So, I just want to thank my wife for being the best wife in the world. I want to thank both my parents for having me so I could do this. I want to thank my best friend and the producer of my show, Gentry Thomas and Jesse Yandel, for giving me the opportunity and encouraging me to do the Deron Harris podcast. I want to thank my listeners for listening to me every week. Hopefully, I am giving you guys some good content. If I am not, then please DM me. Let me know what the fuck I'm missing, man. I want to know. I want to get better, so y'all listen. I'm trying to reach some fucking listeners, man. I want people to listen to my shit, man. Listen to my shit. Share my shit, y'all. You hear me? Share my shit. This is the Deron Harris podcast. Thanks for joining, and I'll talk to you next week, all right? Peace.
You've been listening to the Deron Harris podcast. Subscribe to the show, give a good rating, and everything you need to know is at DeronHarris.com.